At the southern edge of India lies Tamil Nadu, a state where ancient language, ocean trade, temple architecture, industry, cinema, and politics all meet in one dense cultural landscape. It is the southernmost state of India, bordered by seas, mountains, rivers, and neighboring states, but its importance is much larger than its geography. Tamil Nadu is India's 10th largest state by area and 6th largest by population, making it both spacious enough to contain striking regional variety and crowded enough to be a major social and economic force. Its capital and largest city, Chennai, acts as one of India's key urban centers, connecting the state to technology, manufacturing, education, cinema, and global commerce. But to understand Tamil Nadu, we have to begin with something older than modern borders, the Tamil language and the people who built a civilization around it. Tamil Nadu literally means Tamil country, a name officially adopted in 1969, but the identity behind that name stretches back thousands of years. The Tamils are a Tamil-speaking Dravidian people whose language is central to the state's identity. Tamil is not just an official language here, it was the first language in India to be recognized as a classical language. That recognition matters because it points to a long literary tradition, deep historical continuity, and a cultural memory preserved through poetry, inscriptions, devotional works, performance, and everyday speech. In Tamil Nadu, language is not merely a tool of communication. It is tied to political pride, artistic expression, regional self-respect, and a sense of belonging. This is one reason the state's cultural identity feels so distinct within India's vast diversity. Geographically, Tamil Nadu is shaped by a dramatic meeting of land and water. It sits on the southeastern coast of the Indian peninsula, with the Bay of Bengal stretching along its eastern side. To the west, the Western Ghats and the Deccan Plateau influence climate, forests, and settlement patterns. To the north are the Eastern Ghats, while the eastern coastal plains line the coast. Toward the southeast, the Gulf of Mannar and Pak Strait bring Tamil Nadu close to Sri Lanka, with an international maritime border near Pamban Island. The Laccadive Sea touches the southern cape of the peninsula. Running through this varied landscape is the Kaveri River, one of the state's most important rivers, historically nourishing agriculture, towns, temples, and political power. Tamil Nadu's political borders connect it with Kerala, Karnataka, and Andhra Pradesh, while it also encloses a part of the Union Territory of Puducherry. These borders are not just lines on a map, they reveal how Tamil Nadu belongs to a wider southern Indian world. Mountain passes linked it to western trade routes. Rivers connected inland agricultural regions with coastal settlements. Sea routes tied Tamil ports to Sri Lanka and beyond. The location helped make the region outward-looking, exposed to maritime exchange, religious movements, trade networks, and later European colonial activity. At the same time, the physical diversity of plains, ghats, coastlines, forests, and river valleys created multiple local cultures within the larger Tamil identity. Tamil Nadu is unified by language, but its landscapes give it many regional faces. The human story of Tamil Nadu reaches astonishingly far back. Archaeological evidence suggests that the region may have been inhabited by archaic humans more than 385,000 years ago. While modern political Tamil Nadu is recent, the land itself has an extraordinarily deep human past. The article describes more than 5,500 years of continuous cultural history in the region, which means Tamil Nadu is not simply a place with old monuments, it is a living historical zone where settlement, language, ritual, agriculture, trade, and political organization evolved over immense periods of time. This long continuity helps explain why culture here often feels layered. A modern city road may lead to a medieval temple, which may stand near an ancient settlement pattern, all within a society that still values its classical language. Historically, the wider Tamilakam region was home to Tamil-speaking Dravidian communities and powerful dynasties. Among the most famous were the three great ruling houses of the Sangam era, the Cheras, Cholas, and Pandyas. These names still carry enormous cultural weight because they are associated with early Tamil literature, warfare, trade, patronage, and state formation. Later, the Pallavas, active from roughly the 3rd to the 9th century CE, helped shape architecture, religion, and urban culture. Centuries after them, the Vijayanagara Empire influenced the region between the 14th and 17th centuries. Tamil Nadu's history is therefore not a single dynasty's story. It is a sequence of political powers, each leaving traces in language, temple building, administration, art, and memory. One of Tamil Nadu's most visible historical legacies is architecture, especially religious architecture. The state is famous for temples, historic buildings, forts, and ancient relics, many of which show how politics and devotion were closely connected. Temples were not only places of worship. They also functioned as centers of art, landholding, learning, music, festivals, and local economy. Over centuries, different rulers and communities expanded sacred sites, leaving layers of sculpture, inscriptions, halls, towers, and ritual spaces. Tamil Nadu's cultural landscape includes 4 World Heritage Sites, a reminder that its built heritage is of global significance. But what makes these places powerful is not just age or scale. Many remain active, woven into daily life, pilgrimage routes, festivals, and regional identity. European colonial involvement began through trade ports in the 17th century. This was a turning point because the coast made Tamil Nadu vulnerable to, and useful for, overseas commercial powers. Over time, the British came to control much of the region as part of the Madras Presidency, a major colonial administrative unit that lasted for around 2 centuries. Colonial rule reshaped ports, cities, revenue systems, education, transport, and political institutions. Chennai, formerly associated with colonial Madras, grew into a major administrative and commercial center. Yet colonial influence did not erase Tamil identity. Instead, modern Tamil politics, language movements, print culture, and regional consciousness developed partly in response to the pressures and structures of colonial rule. After Indian independence in 1947, the region became Madras state within the Republic of India. But India's state boundaries did not remain fixed. In 1956, states were reorganized largely along linguistic lines, and Madras state took on the shape that broadly corresponds to present-day Tamil Nadu. This reorganization mattered deeply because it aligned political boundaries more closely with Tamil linguistic identity. In 1969, the state was renamed Tamil Nadu, or Tamil Country, completing a symbolic transition from a colonial-era administrative label to a name rooted in local language and identity. This renaming was more than a formal change. It reflected decades of linguistic pride, regional political assertion, and the desire for a state name that expressed who its people were. Modern Tamil Nadu is also an economic powerhouse. As of December 2023, its gross state domestic product was about 27.22 trillion Indian rupees, or roughly $280 billion US, making it the second largest economy among India's 28 states. It also had the country's 9th highest GSDP per capita among states, at about 315,220 Indian rupees. These numbers show that Tamil Nadu is not only culturally influential but economically central to India. Manufacturing is especially important, accounting for nearly 1/3 of the state's GDP. This industrial strength reflects a broad economic base that includes urban centers, skilled labor, ports, transport networks, and long-standing commercial traditions. Tamil Nadu's development has made it one of India's most industrialized states, while still retaining a strong agricultural and cultural landscape. Tourism is another major part of Tamil Nadu's profile, and the state has the largest tourism industry among Indian states. The appeal comes from variety. Visitors can encounter ancient religious sites, historic architecture, beaches along a long coastline, hill stations in cooler mountain regions, waterfalls, forts, and forests. This range means Tamil Nadu attracts different kinds of travelers: pilgrims, history enthusiasts, architecture lovers, beach visitors, wildlife tourists, and people seeking scenic retreats. Its tourism strength is also connected to infrastructure and cultural continuity. Temples and towns are not isolated museum pieces. Many are living centers with festivals, food, music, and local traditions. Tamil Nadu's tourism succeeds because it offers both monumentality and everyday cultural depth. Tamil Nadu's natural environment is as significant as its built heritage. The state contains 3 biosphere reserves, mangrove forests, 5 national parks, 18 wildlife sanctuaries, and 17 bird sanctuaries. This biodiversity reflects its varied geography: coasts, wetlands, forests, mountains, river systems, and dry landscapes. The presence of mangroves and bird sanctuaries shows the ecological importance of coastal and wetland zones, while national parks and biosphere reserves protect habitats in more forested and mountainous areas. These protected spaces remind us that Tamil Nadu is not only a land of cities and temples. It is also part of India's ecological network, where conservation, tourism, local livelihoods, and climate challenges intersect. Tamil Nadu's popular culture has a powerful modern engine, the Tamil film industry, widely known as Kollywood. Based largely around Chennai, Kollywood plays an influential role in the state's public life. Films shape fashion, music, slang, political imagination, and social debate. In Tamil Nadu, cinema has often been more than entertainment. It has been a platform for identity, emotion, and mass communication. Alongside cuisine, architecture, literature, festivals, and devotional traditions, cinema helps Tamil culture travel far beyond the state's borders. That is the larger story of Tamil Nadu, a region with prehistoric depth, classical language, maritime geography, layered dynasties, colonial transformation, industrial strength, ecological diversity, and a living culture that continues to reinvent itself while proudly carrying its ancient name. If you found this helpful, please like this video and subscribe for more explainers.